What a way to close out Black History Month by attending the Black History Film Festival where they featured the 29th Connecticut.
Connecticut, which is an all-black Civil War regiment. They fought in key battles in Richmond, Virginia. They were actually the first regiment, white or black, that captured the Confederate capital of Richmond. So you guys can watch the film and learn more about that. And we made that to tell the Black history story for the 90% white town that I live in. They didn't think Black history was real, so we made a film to tell them that it was.
Awesome.
Chris Barlow, co-founder of Berlin Equity Action
Didn't
Team.
know about the 29th.
Thank you so much. It's part of why we made the film. It's a largely unknown story.
So what led you to the story?
We'll do that real briefly. Bought a house in a 90% white town. Just happened to be in the price range that we could find, and we did what we did. Out on a walk shortly after we bought the house, and we saw a black-faced doll, kind of an effigy, called a gollywog, that was put together by the high school. And my partner and I just said, did we see what we thought we saw? We took a picture of it, we complained to the school board. They invited us to a social justice and equity committee that they were already forming. There were about 50 residents who participated in it. This was kind of when COVID was going on, so all of our meetings that we had were via Zoom. It was supposed to be a 2-year program, and after the first year, they dismantled it. A bunch of us stood up and formed our nonprofit, the Berlin Equity Action Team. And we decided that we wanted to do Juneteenth events to tell people about the history of Black people and the importance of the Juneteenth holiday at a federal level. After we did our first one, the story was brought to us from the Berlin Historical Society. I'm now on the board of the Historical Society, and that's kind of where things came about. We were going to film a local historian who does reenactments, but we reached out to a nationally acclaimed film company called the White Oaks Film Company, and they decided to do the film for us. So that's kind of where things came about, and that's why we created the film. We thought it was going to do, again, we were just going to show it to an audience about this size, but it did so well we decided to take it on the road for film festivals. There is a monument about the Connecticut 29th at the grounds where they assembled in New Haven. There are no other monuments, and interesting that you bring this about monuments. The town where I live in Berlin, Connecticut has arguably the oldest Civil War monument in the country. There are also 3 other military monuments in town. None of these men from the 29th are listed on those monuments, and we're working to try and change that.
How many?
3 of them were killed in battle. And one of them that we know of came back and settled in Britain, which is the next town over from Berlin.
Chris is also the producer of the 29th Connecticut. Thank you for bringing this film, as well as Commissioner Marvin Arrington from Fulton County, Georgia. Chit Chat Communications tells the story.